Right, so where should I be spending my time? As we only have a limited amount of time, more than likely, okay? And you're kind of asking yourself, right, Kevin, I only have, let's say you have 15 minutes a day, and then let's say we do that for 30 days, 7.5 hours? That's how much longest time you have. So you really want to make use of it, okay? So let's have a look. So core practice, supplemental practice, and serendipitous practice, okay? Now, this is kind of like levels of where you should be spending your time for the highest return on investment for the time that you have available. With our core practice, let's just say this is arbitrarily scale of percentages that I'm giving you, is 80% is core practice, 15% could be supplemental practice, and 5% is serendipitous practice, okay? Now, with each level, this is going to change due to when, for example, you're starting a language. Core practice, 100%, like, it's just, you just have to do it, okay? Because you don't have a base to work off, okay? Just imagine this is you building your base, building my vocab, building my listening skills, building my reading skills. Those three, when they increase, speaking becomes fine, because as you are reading, even if it's silent or even if out loud, well, even if it's silent, you're practicing the muscle in a sense, your brain's making that connection, but ideally I want you to read aloud if you can. Then it's like that volume of exposure that you're getting from the methods that I'm going to teach you, and I'm teaching you, is allowing you to get that repetition where your body and your mind goes, I actually know what this person said, and I can say it myself, okay? Now, what are the actual activities in core practice, okay? Now, of course, I'm giving you the walkthrough of LingQ, the intrinsic workings, etc., via the videos. Now, if I'm to break this down, what it looks like is core practice. We have LingQ, the application. We have volume of reading or material or content or input. Let's just say it's volume of input, okay? And your attention and attending to listening. So that's why when you're listening to, say, something that is within the realm of the level that you are in the language. So let's just say you're starting off a language, you want to filter the content to, say, A1 or beginner 1, and then go through it. So say it's the mini stories or it's a starter course, go through it, because you're just setting your foundations, okay? It's like, if we have a plant and a seed that we're trying to grow, we need good soil. This is your good soil, okay? Now, how we listen and follow is very important. You will listen. And you might go, no, I have no clue what to say. It's going to happen, because you don't know. You're going to miss out on sounds, you're going to miss out whatever. Don't worry about a thing. Again, do what you love. Play. Play with the language, okay? Just go, yeah, cool, it's going to wash over you. Don't worry, you're not trying to stick to every single word, every single sentence that you get. Just go through it, okay? So, I digress. So, we choose a lesson, and then let's say you're going to listen to the lesson first. Then I want you to follow the lesson as it's being read out, if it's in full screen, or you are doing sentence view where you're going through each and every one. Cool. Then we have read, talk. Okay, read, talk would be like you going to, I'm going to read this text, okay, on the page, and then after this, I'm going to add the words I don't know. Especially on the phone, it's going to be a lot easier. As you swipe, all the words will come up that you haven't highlighted or known yet. Okay, you'll know what I mean when we can do the walkthrough with LingQ. And then alongside this, if it's on desktop, you're going to have to manually do it for the most time. I personally haven't found the setting for it for the page. When you go to the next page, everything comes up like it does on the phone. So I'll have to double check that for everyone here. Now, coming on to, okay, Kevin, I've just read out loud or in my head the text. I finished the lesson, okay? And during this time, of course, you probably add words that you didn't know or you did know, okay? And again, on the desktop, you have the scale of, on the keywords 1 to 5. 1 you don't know, 5 say you learned and know, okay? And you can add it in just highlight of the word if you really need to. Anyways, you'll get what I mean as you go through it. Okay, let's say at the end of the lesson, this is what I personally like to do. Now, there's a lot of methods and ways I'm going to teach you. I've just found this to work really well for me, okay? Where let's just say we finished the lesson, and you've literally saw the vocabulary, you went through the sentences, etc. And then you go into, at the bottom of the screen, it will go review lesson on your phone, bottom right. You tick that, it's going to go into a flashcard system, so spatial repetition flashcard system. I'll give you the download of that. And then on desktop, it'll be like complete the lesson and scroll down to the bottom, review lesson vocabulary, or just review lesson, okay? And then this is going to give you flashcards to do on the vocabulary that was just in that specific lesson, okay? That's kind of a run through of the system I would go for core practice, especially when you're just learning that new language. And sticking to content which is like you going to reach and you're nearly there knowing what it is, but it's enough where you get a tugs you forward. It's not so much where you're like, I cannot grasp anything that you're saying at all, and this is just too difficult, and there's no repetition of the vocabulary that I'm learning here. And if you do that to yourself, you're going to hate language learning. You're going to be like, man, this thing is crazy difficult. Okay, so comprehensible input, okay, that's just nearly at the level in which you're at. Okay, now if you're in the intermediate to advanced stages, again, of course, I'd suggest you to go to things that are interesting to you. You're like, yeah, man, I want to learn about history. I want to learn about the Latin American tribes and how Columbus came over and he did X, Y, Z to Brazilians, and this is what happened to the Aztecs and whatever. Okay. Now we go. That's our core practice. So we have again SRS system, volume reading, LingQ. We have material you are fascinated by. Okay, keep yourself interested. If you love a YouTube video, bring the YouTube video into LingQ. Okay. A really good one for Spanish is Dreaming Spanish. Like that dude, man, go through his content, his playlist, no problem, easy. Okay, you just go. That guy, really good. So you gotta search one for Dreaming Spanish. Submental practice, let's have a look. Oh, Kevin, I love listening to this music. Oh, I'm gonna go have a shave, listen to the music. Cool beans. Okay, or YouTube video. I listen to this YouTuber and they speak this language, but use the captions to translate into my language. Cool, Delhi. Okay, that's supplemental stuff that you enjoy and you can do it. Or if you like to leisurely read a book, whatever it might be, or Kindle in the language. Okay, then this serendipitous practice would be me and my friends are going to watch this film in this language and I don't really know the language and have subtitles. Okay, those are just occurrences that are going to happen in life. Or you meet someone on the street and they're asking about the directions about the certain thing. It's going to happen when we get this practice, okay? Again, when I level out this practice for you, you might go, yeah, see this? I'm new to this Italian language and I'm going to go with a film. Okay, you could. It's not the best use of your time because you're telling me, Kevin, I only have 3 hours a week to learn a language. Of course, follow the lead. But if you're saying, yeah, it's something that I just enjoy doing is watching films in other languages and I do that every single Saturday with the woman, or I just like to do it, 100% go for it, okay? Again, this is all dependent on your level, okay? Because some people will just get more out of watching the film, maintaining the language, or going out and talking to certain people, okay? But this is, again, me really explaining for beginners, okay? Now, random interactions are going to happen where, as I was explaining, someone could be like on the bus, and a random situation, we're on the bus, and then your one goes, oh my god, I think I missed a stop and whatever, and then she's talking to the driver, can you tell me this thing, is it there or not? And then on the map it was actually backwards, like the route that they were taking was backwards, okay, like the GPS, whatever it did, and it spoke Spanish, got the situation done, boom, like this, okay? Serendipitous. These are just events that are going to happen. And one of the things is that you have to find in yourself is like drivers that you get, okay? The driver, to me, is like, the amount of doors that open from learning language is ridiculous, okay? Now, I've explained the ladder system here, okay? I've explained do what you love to play, do what you love, make it playful. If you're like, yeah, man, I want to learn X amount of words per day, I want to get this amount of coins per day, I want to get this amount of listening per day, and that gets you going, that gets you going to go learn the language, go for it. That's the way to be. You want to get excitement, you don't want to go into the language and go, oh no, I have to learn this language. No, it's go in, go learn, okay? Again, you educate yourself. The way you're going to be educated and you educating yourself, that internal drive of, I'm going to go away, or I have this wedding, or I have my family that I haven't connected to in my home language in ages, or my girlfriend has this language and I can't connect with her family. I'd love to connect with her family, etc. But school has destroyed my belief in how to learn a language. Okay, trust me on this. As a dyslexic and a person that had beliefs their whole life, they were shit at English, shit at languages, had bad experiences with them. This is like the Lord's savior to language learning. Okay, and I am excited for everyone that's in this, okay? And the results that you're going to get, okay? Because, honestly, life-changing, okay? Language just opens doors, open personality, open a new person. You are new, okay? And that language has such a cross-pollination to your self-image of yourself, your articulation, the amount of words you can use, the way in which you can use words, the mannerisms that you pick up from the culture, the way of being, and how that actually enriches your experience with people, okay? I've kind of went on a segue here, but again, we all only have a certain amount of time, okay? And it's like, Kevin, if I only have 15 minutes, and I'm going to do 30 days, that's 7.5 hours in total that you've got in that language, okay? So, next video is going to be on master any skill, and it's going to go through a time matrix, okay? So, see you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in.